Alright, hello everyone. I just want to quickly walk through 3 different separate videos here on how you can utilize the Bookenda online system to be able to communicate with your guests some important holiday reservation information, whether that meaning it is the holiday brunch buffets that we are hosting this year, or the New Year's Eve prefix menu, to be able to get that information into the guest hand that is the most easiest and most streamlined. So obviously I will walk through a setup phase. In the email I did send you some predetermined messages. You're more than welcome to follow in this video and set up the system how you do so choose. So under the Settings tab of Bookenda, you're going to go under Online Bookings. Please note, under online bookings, we can set up different areas where it is reservations that are booked online, as well as reservations that we are booking in the store, as long as we capture their email address. So we're going to go ahead here and we're going to press the Add button. Once we add this, we are going to set up a few different prompts. So as long as we want to be able to send these notes out to anyone making a reservation with an email address, we will have to set this up from now until you do cancel it in the new year. So we're going to set this up so that every reservation does get this rule applied. So again, this rule is applicable always for bookings anytime, for bookings made up to anytime, to always show. And again, we're now going to go into the email that I did send along here. We're going to copy and paste this online booking into Bookenda. So by copying that, we're going to paste this into the message field in English. We're going to push OK. So again, you can see that all days from 12 a.m. to 12:45 p.m. We are going to be sending out that note to all of our guests making a reservation, whether it's online or through the system, as long as we are getting their email via phone when taking the reservation. So now I'm going to show you live here how this works and what the guests are going to see. So again, I'm going to make myself a reservation here for this evening. So again, this process is easy and the most streamlined and refined. Again, just setting up the guest credentials into here, their profile, and ensuring that we have their valid email address. And we would just save this like normal. And upon doing this, it will automatically send out an email confirmation to that email address that we have registered, and I can show you here what that does look like. So obviously you can see that it says thanks for reserving with YP Dine, and it sends the guest the confirmation number, and here's the notes that we have set up. So here, it's basically just a little bit regarding the most streamlined way to send it out, but it just kind of runs on there, and we've split up the different options with some stars there. So again, this is the email that does get communicated with each and every guest, as well as it does provide an option where you can download your reservation to a calendar, and it gives you the location, specific address for driving directions, and phone number as well. So obviously this is the most streamlined and refined process to be able to set up so that you are capturing the most out of your guests and utilizing that. And again, there are 2 other ways in which I can show you how to set up the system to be able to communicate with your guests. Alright, for the second video here, I'm just going to show you a different way to be able to communicate with your guests, to set up different predefined notes that are automatically in the chat window, so that you can send that information out to the clients. So again, under the Settings tab, we are going to scroll down here to Other. Once in Other, we're going to put predefined answers for customer requests. Again, these are things that are going to go into the chat window itself. So while doing that, we will just grab the information that was sent individually. Obviously right now we'll just set up the New Year's Eve one, so we're going to copy that and paste that into the notes. By pressing OK, it's automatically going to save into the system, and you can see that there. And again, we're going to set up the holiday brunch by copying and pasting that into the system, and again pressing OK. Once done that, this is just a way that you can communicate with your guests by sending them a quick message. Again, if you've already, this works best if you already have the information and the email address for that individual. So again, we're just going to pull up the profile here of myself with the reservation that I've already made. So here in the chat side of things, we're just going to tab the plus sign here by the chat. Here, this is where we've loaded those messages automatically into the system. So we would be able to just touch one of them that we would like to send, and by clicking OK, it's automatically going to generate and send out in the chat window. Obviously, you can see that there, that has been processed out to the guest. So again, we can kind of look at this and see how this looks via the email. So again, this says that you have received a new message. Hello TJ, you received a new message from the Sawmill Prime Rib and Steakhouse, Shore Park. And again, there's that predetermined message. At any time the guest could reply, but again, it shows the different options there in the system. So again, this is just another way that you can utilize the system. This is a way that I have used in the past, and it has worked very well. Alright, so for the third and final process here, I'm going to show us in the settings tab how to set up the last prompt to be able to communicate with your guests via booking confirmation. Again, under the other tab here, you can go ahead and see where it says predefined notes for booking confirmation. Again, we are going to add the same blurbs that was sent in the email here. We're going to copy and paste that into those settings. Alright, once we've copied and pasted it and pushed OK, it's going to save into the system. And then we're going to go ahead and set up the next one. Alright, so we've got both of those set up now. So this is a good way to utilize the booking confirmation with the system. So go ahead and put in a reservation, whether you're taking it via phone or online. So again, make sure that you capture the email address that you're able to send this out to them. So here in the system, before you go to save the reservation, tab Other, ensuring, depending on the settings of your system, that the send booking confirmation is checked. And again, if you push the Add button there, you'll be able to see the predetermined messages that we've already set up. So again, we're going to go ahead here and send myself the New Year's Eve. And while doing so, we will just go ahead and save this reservation, and it'll automatically send out the booking confirmation. So again, as we can see here, this is what the guest would receive when getting their thanks for reserving with YP Design, but obviously it's including that note that we predetermined in the booking confirmation. So again, there's just a way that you can individually do that. This is 3 separate ways that you can utilize the system in different capacities to work for the way that you feel that would work best. I hope these videos do help and aid. I'm sure more than likely it'll save some emailing time that you can take advantage of.